Hi, I'm Tommy. I'm back again for the second video. What I have an announced to make. Uh, in the last video, I was guessing that this series, Journey to Cure Type 1 Diabetes number 2. This series, I was guessing it's going to be about seven videos, but it turned out to be two, which means that this is going to be the last video. Okay, and in the last video, I should apologize. It was the last video that was supposed to be my rehearsal because the very first video, the journey to cure type 1 diabetes, the first one, um, I just took it. And I thought it was kind of insane things to do. So I kind of tried to prepare and do rehearsal, but ended up uploading it. I was lazy, and I didn't even check the very first video before shooting the last video and uploading the last video. So please excuse me for that. And also in the last video, I said that my first impact was on February 7th, 2015, but I thought it wrong. I forgot that there was another, actually, the first impact before that, 2.5 years before that, which is August 18th, 2012. And I had the impact and the second impact on February 7th, 2015. And yeah, so I found the uh, key to the universe, as I call it, which is the last missing element for the cure I was looking for. And I found it about a week ago, 8 days ago, on May 19th. Okay? This year is 2021. What it does is basically, essentially, that makes you move away from ego, and within 7 days, okay, uh, after I found the key, I have grown up a lot. I learned a lot already. So, because the key I found, it was very exciting to find, but it didn't make me cry. Okay, the first and the second impact made me cry so hard, but I have grown up as you know a coconut diver. I'll explain a little bit later. Uh, in these 6 years after the second impact, so it didn't make me cry, but these 7 days after I found the key, um, I realized that it is the third impact. It has tremendous effect on me, and it's yeah. I feel that this is the third impact. It is that big. So I have already given this key to my mother on May 20th, which is a week ago. And yesterday, May 26th, I have found out that my process of healing for her has been already established. I know what to do. That's what I mean. And I, yeah, because I found out that the key is the everything I was looking for, including it, like all the detailed procedure or whatever. Like I call like vegan diet as supplements because the key is the only primary and all the others are secondary. So I worked on the secondary a lot for 6 years. I did the vegan diet, and like half day intermittent fasting, and like some days of water fasting, and now I eat once a day, raw food, right? So I should be a pretty, I have enough experience and knowledge about that, how this diet affects you and how you should proceed. Okay. Now, because uh, of these, because I gave the key to her, uh, it means that uh, how much her body can heal is all up to her. It depends on her. I can only support, and I will do that. Um, well, I'll repeat the definition of cure. Okay, in my dictionary. So, in my dictionary, cure means it fixes illness, the current illness, um, and prevent from getting it again. Okay, and um, it has to be done by her own body and mind and soul or whatever, by her. Okay, I can help, but the cure I mean is like my cure will attempt to cure, fix her illness and symptoms and everything to her maximum potential level. Okay, everyone's different, right? So someone can heal more and someone can heal less, but it depends on her. And what I can do is to attempt like help, healing to her maximum potential. And she's 75, and how many years she has, we don't know, but that's what's going to happen. Okay, and origin of illness of humanity is ego. Okay, that's what I found. And counter to that is the key I found. So that is everything. That is the primary, and that is the everything. Everything else is secondary. Okay, and I mentioned about coconut diver. Uh, I made a video and uploaded this morning. You could go watch it if you like. It's called Coconut Talk 1. I think you could just, there's, I tried it. If you type in on YouTube Coconut Talk 1 or like Coconut Talk, no one has Coconut Talk, like such a title as a Coconut Talk. So you're gonna find it, or like you go to my channel and you'll find it easily. So if you watch that, you know what I mean by coconut diver, and what coconut means, what I mean by coconut and everything. But basically, what it means that it, I say there's a coconut, right? And if you have full access to it, you'll be free from ego. Okay, and it's some fancy abstract talk. That's what I'm doing, but that's what the reality is. So, um, so the key, what it does, is that you know, uh, it the key makes you move away from ego and makes you move towards a coconut diver, towards becoming a coconut diver. So that's everything, right? And what is ego? Ego is everything you see, feel, you know, everything, your body, everything. So, and I, I, I attempted to explain briefly, I think, in the Coconut Talk 1 video. But basically, what it is that if you do, okay, let me put it this way. If you become fully aware and have full access to the coconut, I call, you will be free from ego, and only then you will understand what ego means. Because like everything you see, everything you imagine is ego, and you have to come out of it and like see what the ego is about. So until then, like you won't understand about ego. So it's pointless for me to try to explain it. Okay, so I won't do that anymore. I guess I did. That's pretty much, I think, how much I talked about ego in Coconut Talk too. Um, so and about cause of illness, I was planning to make video about, right, ego and cause of illness. I was that's like a planned as like a video for something, and but because I found that the key is the primary and everything else is secondary, I decided not to do that. It's waste of time for me, and it just makes it look complicated. But I'll um, explain a little bit about it. What I was gonna talk about is that the illness comes from the ego, right? The ego uh, produces negative feelings, for example, right? For example, hatred, madness, or those things, right? I actually um, took like a lot of pictures. I think it was like 24 pictures of me expressing with my face what the anger look like, and like what the sadness looks like, and all that, right? And I was gonna try to use them to explain these can cause illness, diseases, but yeah, now it's kind of pointless. I feel that that doing that is pointless to me, so um, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. And next, two potential methods of cure are back ab exercise and tactile therapy. Okay, you put your hand and it fixes disease, right? So this sounds crazy, but these are both created by Katsuzo Nishi, and I have a video named Back Up Exercise 2000 times, right? It's in my channel, and I have some explanation about who Mr. Nishi is, and there's also a little bit of explanation about Dr. Koda, who is an expert of curing incurable, or how do you call, like hard, like extremely hard to cure diseases. And I have on the description of that video, there are some introduction about them, and in that video I actually performed back ab exercise 2000 times, and after that, right after that, I mean, like inside the same video, um, I do play something like this, and after you do that, and after you become very capable, you're supposed to use your hand to fix diseases. Okay, these are the two methods, and what Katsuzo Nishi said about back up exercise is that if you become able to do 2000 times back up exercise, um, 2000 times, then you will be free from all diseases, illness related to the organs below your diaphragm, okay, which includes pancreas. So, those are the two potential methods I found to cure type 1 diabetes. But I think my key is the primary, and these are secondary supplements. And maybe the hand tactile thing, is something that you can apply from outside of your body. So maybe this is a powerful thing if I can do it. If I train myself and become able to do the hand tactile thing, therapy, then so I may try that. So lastly, I mentioned about video 7 is gonna be 1 year with my mother and plan for the cure. So before that, let me explain briefly about what the results from. I think I talked about that in the last video, but I'll go over again. So for the first couple of years, I was living close to her, and help her make organic vegan juice, cold pressed juice, and trying to help her change her diet, what she eats, how she eats, and 1 year, I think around there, and she was able to reduce about 30% of her insulin intake, but that was about how far I could have gone, because her ego was distracting, such a being such a big obstacle, right? So as I said in the last video, it seemed hopeless to go any further. And then, like, I moved away from her. I mean, I had to go live in a different country, and like I was apart for like 3, 4 years. But I kept researching. I kept searching for the key. I kept doing the back ab exercise, and like you know researching about vegan diet and fasting, and came to like eating one meal a day, and like stuff like that. And so that's what happened up to this 1 year. I came here because of the COVID, and we're living together, as I mentioned in the last video. And then I learned a lot, grew up a lot during those 3, 4 years. And this current past year, you know so I tried helping her with her diet, and like I make organic cold pressed juice every day. And it was, she was able to reduce her insulin take by about 60%. It was pretty fast, like, maybe in a matter of month. And so that's what happened in this year, in this past year. But I didn't find the key until 8 days ago. So I couldn't go any farther. And then, I applied the key. So the plan is, I already, gave her the key. And, like, I know that the core problem of illness is ego. So, and I apply the key. So I'm gonna walk besides her towards the life of a coconut diver. Okay. So, and it's good because I'm someone who found out about the origin of illness, and so I think she has the best shot. Okay, and that's what it is. So I'll support her, and as secondary supplements, I'll incorporate organic food, juicing, which is already doing, and fasting techniques, and Mr. Nishi's method of for health. He has D6 laws of his medical science. Mr. Nishi is like genius, super genius. He constructed his own medical science by himself. It's crazy, right? And yeah, he has like a lot of things, other than the sixth law. There's like a cold, hot bathing where you, first go into a cold bath for 1 minute, and go into a warm or hot bath for 1 minute. And you do the cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. And the ninth one is going to be cold. So you're going to start with cold bath, and then ends with cold bath. Okay? I've done that so many times, but using actual bath, going into like water and like hot water, cold water and hot water, like I only had like few chances to do that, but usually I do it with shower. Okay, and Dr. Koda used that as one of his prescription in the process of curing those incurable diseases. And Dr. Koda, teaches you how to do it with shower, and it's effective. So I learned that from his book, and I did that, countless time, and it works really good. Like it helps your blood circulation, which helps. It makes you less tiring your body. You know, I mean, if you don't eat excessively, I mean, I eat once a day, right? And you drink a lot of water, you basically don't get tired. But on top of that, if you do the hot cold shower or bath thing, you're pretty good. So those kind of things I use as I'm going to use as supplements, secondary supplements. So that's the plan, and I'm you know pretty experienced on these, and to the point where um, I can't even eat with people, right? Because I'm so different. The way I eat is so different that, like, it's like people think I'm crazy, or like, I'm peculiar. Is that how you say it? Um, it's weird. I'm weird. Oh, weirdo. Is that how you say it? Weirdo. Yeah. So I don't feel any point of, you know, I don't see any point of, like, let's go eat. Let's go eat together. And, like, what you eat and what I eat is completely different. So there's no point of doing that for me. And you can watch me eat, like, in a strange manner, and, like, look at me as like as if you go to a zoo and watch animal or something, right? Oh wow, this creature is like interesting, but like that's about it, you know. There's no point. So, you know, so even like with my family, like what we eat is different. My thing is simple, like you just wash lettuce, and, like, and take the water off of it, and I eat it. I don't even cut it, you know. So that's what I do. That's how I eat. And yeah, and also, right, about um, your health, people's health, is also, like, internally you can start helping with these diets and these fasting technique and everything. But, like, you also have a posture problem, which can cause uh, problems in your organs and, like, veins and everything, right? And I actually had did I have I ever talked about this before? I was doing aggressive inline skating when I was about, like, age of 28 or to 30, or and I go in half pipe, right, which is like 12 feet high, which, is like 4 meter high, right, and it goes like 4 meter from 4 meter, right, and the maximum speed you get is like almost like 40 kilometers per hour, 36, 40. That's the speed, uh, the 100-meter dash, in Olympic, they run really fast, right? That's the speed I gain in a half pipe. And when you go like that, like front, and you can flip 180 degrees and go front again, but you can also go front, back, front, back, right? It's like a swing, right? And then like when I went front and back, and you're supposed to pull and like align yourself, it's almost vertical at the top, so you have to get ready, right? Swing, swing like that, and I forgot to do the back swing, and I hit the wall, right? So hard. Then um, it's like people get injury by getting a car accident where some car behind you hit you from behind, right? And then like you get this like neck problem. It never went away for like 16 years for me. Okay, and I was also always looking for the way to fix it. I went to a doctor, I went to massage, I went to the acupuncture you call, and like I was trying to ask someone to fix it. Fix me, please. I pay money. Fix it, please. Nothing worked. Okay, for 16 years, I didn't even know what the right posture is. I was like that for the whole time, and like I was so lost, like I asked people like a yoga person to like what's the right posture, and like when I did it, I felt like a chicken, like and I felt weird, and like I didn't know like what was right. I was looking for that too for like 16 years. And some people say, imagine that like you're pulled like with the string from above, and that's your right posture. It's so hard to do. I just physically tense everywhere, and like I can't keep the posture, and and it's suffering. I mean internally, like I did like a very good diet, so like I'm extremely healthy, and I don't have to sleep much. I only 3 hours is enough for me. I'm that crazy. But the neck problem, like it stiffened. It's all connected, right? So it stiffened my fingers, stiffened my leg, everything, back. I had a huge backache problem too before. I couldn't walk even. When the extreme bad cases that like I'm lying on the floor and I can't even go sideways, or I couldn't walk. I couldn't even stand up, and I have to like move like that. But um, amazingly, the key I found does everything. Okay, and that's the power of key. It fixes your ego problem. It fixes your posture. It fixes everything, right? So in a matter of couple days after I I found the key, it is easy for me to. I was a little bit like that, but like it is easy for me to go into the perfect posture. This is the perfect posture. Okay, so I'll try to keep it this way. And then like I was so tense, um, like my neck, and like it was so hard. But in a matter of couple of days, if I was tense at level 100, in a matter of like couple of days, it went into 30, and now it's like maybe like 5, or around there. So it's amazing. So I have the prescription, or like the key method to fix her posture as well, internally and kind of like externally, the body, the physical tenseness, and those things. I have everything. I have the key, and that's everything. But I also have, you know, in the past damaged my like, internal and external, like a physical, like, thing. And like, I was really bad. I was extremely healthy up to about, you know 9 years ago. So, and I came back from it and finally found the key, and the posture is going, it's healing very fast. So there you go. I have it all. I have it all. That's it. I mean, there's nothing to talk about anymore. I mean, this I could talk about it, but there's nothing to search for. Okay, the all I have to do is the execution part of trying to cure her mother's disease and trying to help her with the secondary supplement, and also help her make use of the key as well as possible to accelerate the journey or the road to a coconut diver. Okay, so that's the plan. Um, Hopefully, you can understand. I am like pretty much 100% sure that it is too abstract for you, but um, believe or not, that's the truth, and I know it. So it's up to you to believe or not. Okay, and um, I will report. So the series, the second series, is over with this video. It's a big change in plan, but that's what it ended up to be. And when the time comes, I will attempt to give the key I found to as many people as possible in as short duration of time as possible, right? So at the same time, many people. That's my plan. And I'm not ready to do it. I think I mentioned in the last video, it has to be carefully planned and executed, okay? So until then, I'm not going to give you the key, but the time will come, okay? So thank you for watching, and hopefully I can report to you some significant, results, improvements that's worthwhile sharing. And hopefully this video may have helps you in any way, in any degree. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.